Speaking of money, we have the $1.8 trillion proposal to expand America. Build back better. How's that the name? Build back better. There's a lot of smart guys in that party. Build back better. I mean, really? Anyway, okay, that's another argument. But build back better. 1.8 trillion. And I looked through this. I'm going to see the president. I believe he's talking tonight, right, about this. And two things that stood out to me, Daniel, is one is the massive increase in capital gains taxes, and the other is the free college initiative, because Biden says he's going to increase capital gains rate to 39.6% from 20% from those earning $1 million or more. When you throw in everything else, Obamacare tax, everything, the richest would pay 43.4% federal rate on realized investment returns. State taxes could put the combined tax bill north of 50%. Okay, I know you want to punish rich people. I know they find loopholes. I get it. I understand some corporations that are worth $100 billion plus don't pay taxes. I get all that. What do you think this is going to do? It's going to take money out of this. What happens with that money? I mean, you can say, it goes to their pockets and they buy more. No, it goes into hiring more people. It goes into more CapEx spend. It goes into more buybacks and dividends, which gets the investors. Which is very favorable for investors. You're taking that out of a market where you're raising taxes, you're seeing inflation start running wild. I mean, there's a lot of risks out there. I just think if that's really the number, holy cow, that scares the crap out of me. And that's just at the capital gains tax. The free college, and what is it, $100 billion to cover 2 years of tuition free. It's a community college and a bunch of grants and stuff like that. Why do they continue to use the word free? I mean, is it these colleges are going to not charge tuition? Is that the case? Because then it's free. But these guys, you know what's going to happen, right? These guys are going to raise, if they're getting it for what they're going to do, right? They say for free. It doesn't mean colleges are not going to charge you anymore. There's absolutely no way it's going to happen. What is it? The student loan debt is $1.5 trillion, been going up. I mean, if they pass the free college shit, what's going to happen? It's going to balloon to 2x or 3x. Think healthcare. The reason why healthcare is a massive, massive drain is because these guys can charge whatever they want with no competition. What do you think these guys are going to do? They're already charging you for not going to school, right? You look at Harvard, look at all these colleges. Just look at the tuition rate. Holy shit! If you see, guys, just pull up a chart. I think I had something here. Maybe I could show it to you if you're watching this on YouTube. If I still have it, I'm not sure, but it's unbelievable. I mean, you're looking at here it is, rising costs. Right here. So I have it here. Rising college costs. Average tuition fees adjusted for inflation since the 70s. And private non-profit 4-year is now close to 40 grand. I mean, it's rising at what? 3x inflation? The public 4-year is 10 grand. But these, they keep going higher and higher and higher. What do you think is going to happen if you do this? So it's not free, right? So it's not free at all. The taxpayers actually have to pay for this. So the taxpayers are paying for this. And stop using the word free. Stop lying to everybody, right? It's not free. These guys are going to raise prices considerably, just like the healthcare companies raise prices considerably. Our healthcare costs the most at any place in the entire world because, we fund it through the government. And I just, those two initiatives, scare me. We're free college for everyone. Don't say free because it's going to cost taxpayers a lot of money, which means you're going to have to tax somebody on a certain level. And it's going to be middle income. It's not just going to be rich and taking money for the rich because these people can move to different areas. They know the tax loopholes. They're going to be able to avoid this. As much as you want to try and you're putting $80 billion towards the IRS to try to stop these people, it ain't going to work because they're not breaking the law. They're just smarter than everybody else. And that's why they get paid millions of dollars because they save these companies billions of dollars. So just stop saying free. I hate the free word. I just hate it. I got a lot of rants today. I don't know.
Yeah, you are upset about that.
A little bit.
The easiest low-hanging fruit to me, that is, it's easy to sell. Using the word free makes it easier to sell to the public, to get the public opinion behind you. Therefore, you can kind of get your party in line, get everybody to vote, and then try to get some cross-party politicians to jump the aisle with you and vote on and get everything through because it's sales. I mean, that's just an easy way to lay it up. And you get a lot of voters because you put people towards one another. So there's more people that are not rich than there are people that are filthy rich. So that's an easy majority to try to gain traction with and say, hey, these guys are, if you guys tax these guys a little bit more, your life would be a lot better. Of course, it doesn't work. The big thing for me, fundamentally, if you back up or from a 40,000 foot view, is that it's been about 40 years-ish. And the pendulum swings throughout history and politics and economies and all that kind of stuff like normal. So don't freak out too much. It's not time to panic. But it was only about 40 years ago where we had the government and a president saying that individuals were the answer, government was the problem. So now we've switched to individuals are the problem and government is the solution to everything. I'm comparing Reagan to Biden there for everybody that's not paying attention. So that's a fundamental shift, and it's taken a long time, but that's a big deal to go forward because it's only going to get worse. Things like this do not slow down. You can't stop right before a car accident and rewind. So just know where we're at in reality. There's going to be a lot of biasness going forward and a lot of division, but you just got to navigate that and don't panic about the taxes just yet. Frank, I totally agree with you. It's outrageous. We got to see the final print on this and what they're going to try to hammer out. The market will react however it'll react, but you'll get opportunity if things sell off too much. So like I said, and I know Frank's, I'm not putting words in his mouth. He's not saying to panic, but just from that perspective, pay attention because that's a big fundamental shift when you go from what is the problem to what is the answer.
Yeah, I mean, my next job, I'm definitely starting at a university. I mean, it's the easiest way to make money. I mean,
I spent a lot of time in college, so I'm good at that.
Nonprofit organizations, typically, tax exempt. And you look at these endowments, right, which is incredible. Harvard is, and this is at the end, this is 2020, right? It's probably a lot more now. $41 billion for Harvard, Yale, $30 billion, Stanford, Princeton, but $25 to $27 billion.
What are those?
MIT, 17 billion. So these guys are in the business of making lots and lots of money and profits, right? Yeah. Even the Division I colleges, all of them, it's all about profits. Not about education, about profits, right? It's just like healthcare companies. They don't care about curing you. They want to treat you forever. This way they make as much money as they can, right? That's fine. Everybody knows that. But now you know why, where you see the agendas and who they want to support, because free college is, just all these guys are going to go crazy. Not that Harvard's going to be for free. Yale's going to be free, but a lot of these Division I colleges, and they're saying just free college for 2 years, but all these grants that they're going to do and talk community college, you can see college across the board. If you open up this, it's a can of worms. And I'm telling you, it's going to be the worst thing that we ever do. And also, what does it do for the people who paid off these loans? Like, think about all the people who went to college, paid their loans, and work in their ass off.
You're not trying to make a fair argument here, right? Just, I feel like you're going down that road. You're going to drive yourself nuts.
You want separation. You want to really piss people off. You're going to piss off the people that busted their ass to pay for college. You're doing well. You just bought a house, have a family, and now they're going to give all this shit away for free, which, again, is not free at all, right? So you're going to raise my taxes and punish me for actually paying off my student loans and busting my ass to get a really good job and work my ass off. So, but again, it's not logical. It's just whatever. It's all politics. So it's all fun. It's all fun and games, right?